Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. I'm Jeffrey. I'm here on behalf of PTK at CCC to talk to you all about the All AZ and All USA team scholarships. This is a super quick video about kind of what the scholarship is, how to apply, and I really just want to kind of try to fill any questions that you guys might have as far as the scholarship. I'm going to go ahead and hop right into it here. So the All Arizona and All USA Academic Team Scholarship. What is it and how do I apply? So the All Arizona and All USA Academic Team is a national competition that's sponsored by Pi Theta Kappa or PTK. PTK, in case you guys don't already know, is the honor society that operates at the community college level. This particular scholarship is meant to represent outstanding students enrolled in an associate's degree or a certificate program at CCC. And so the way this scholarship is sort of structured, you will be filling out an application. Based on this application, and all of the pool of applicants, two CCC students will be nominated. And there are really two awards here. The first comes directly from CCC. That is a cash scholarship between $500 and $1,000, all dependent on statewide placement. And really, the big scholarship here is full tuition to any of the three public universities here in Arizona. That includes ASU, NAU, and U of A. I quickly want to talk about some eligibility requirements. So, in order to apply for this scholarship, you must be enrolled at CCC through December of 2025 with a minimum of 6 credit hours of associate's degree or other college level coursework. Also included as a requirement is at least a 3.5 on all college level coursework in the last 5 years. And as far as time deadlines go, by December 31st of 2025, you must have completed at least 36 college level credit hours. And by August 31st of 2026, you must have completed at least 48 college level credit hours. So there are a few things that can disqualify you as well here. You can't have incomplete grades. You can't have been nominated for this award previously. Having a suspension, probation, or other serious disciplinary action on your record, including a criminal record, may also disqualify you here. Applicants must have a permanent or temporary residency in the US. And as far as knowing whether or not you're eligible, there will be an eligibility quiz that comes before the application. In case you aren't, eligible for this award, we won't waste your time. That is going to happen straight away here for you. And so, do I have to be a PTK member to apply? This scholarship is open to everybody, and we encourage that everybody apply. I will say that PTK membership definitely gives you an advantage here as far as a rubric goes that sort of manages the winners of this competition. PTK membership and PTK activity is included in the point system, and not having those may hurt your chances of winning the scholarship. If you are interested in joining PTK, I have included Dr. Aaron Rosari's email down below here for you. If you guys are interested, super cool organization. I do recommend that you do that. I do want to mention as well that CCC PTK members are not only at an advantage for this particular scholarship, but also in recent years have gone on to win the Coca-Cola Leaders of Promise Scholarship and the Gus White Scholarship, just to name a few. And I just want to highlight that PTK membership does sort of boost any scholarship application. It's just a good way to boost those. So what is the deadline? Tuesday, December 2nd of 2025, we ask that you have your application fully in. I do want to highlight quickly that the application does include a letter of recommendation. We ask that you do that as soon as you possibly can, just to allow whoever the person who will be writing your letter to have at least 2 weeks to write this letter. Um, yes, as soon as you possibly can, please. So how do I apply? If you choose to, you can go directly to PTK scholarships. You can type PTK scholarships into Google and it'll bring up exactly where you need to be. But I did also include a link here in this PowerPoint for you. So you're going to go to ptk.org/scholarships, click on competitive scholarships, and click on apply now. It'll take you straight to the application there. I do quickly want to highlight that there is a slightly confusing feature as far as how All AZ and All USA operate. By applying for the All AZ scholarship, you are directly also applying for the All USA scholarship. The All AZ is sort of the first round of that, and All USA is simply just like the nationwide version of this scholarship. And so, what do I need when I apply? Like I mentioned, a letter of recommendation is one of the most important pieces here. That can come from a faculty member, an administrator, the dean, an employer, or a professional at an organization through which you volunteered. This application also includes unofficial transcripts from the college you attended in the previous 5 years. Proof of citizenship is required. A 500-word essay on a significant endeavor will sort of form the centerpiece of this application. And there's also a couple other short answer questions and maybe other kinds of questions that will vary and then kind of change year by year. And so I quickly want to talk about the significant endeavor essay question. Like I said, this is sort of the central piece of the application. This significant endeavor essay will be asking you about a time where you solved a problem that impacted your community or society as a whole. We're asking that you highlight your role in this accomplishment, anybody who may have been involved, the people who benefited from it, the leadership that you took in the formation of your endeavor, and really just tell your story about this thing that has impacted your community. And so endeavors can come in all shapes and sizes. This really is an open-ended question. We do ask that you focus on one specific endeavor. Just because this is a 500-word essay, there isn't really room to do too much else. I included some examples for you about significant endeavors. For example, writing an essay about giving a persuasive speech in your oral communications class to overcome your fear of public speaking is not a significant endeavor. Like I said, there really needs to be something that is impacting your community as a whole and leaving a legacy as far as whatever your endeavor happens to be. So, for example, teaching a swimming class to a group of students after you almost drowned during a school picnic because you recognize that others had a need. This is the kind of story that we're sort of looking for. As well as merely tutoring doesn't leave a legacy for others, but setting up, mentoring, and tutoring does. So it's really about the establishment that you're making to create an impact on your communities here. Other questions that may be included on your application. Contact information will be required. There may be follow-up questions or you may be hearing from administrators. So just be aware of that. Eligibility questions like we discussed. Enrollment status, graduation date, and the number of credits you took are required here. And your major and your employment plans after college, you'll be asked to talk about that, as well as any hardships that you may have experienced in the last 6 months. We're also going to ask that you list any awards, scholarships, dean's lists, grants, recognitions, anything like that, as well as volunteer activities. I do quickly want to highlight that if you are looking for volunteer activities or if you are looking for things to write your essay about, PTK and our volunteer activities are a great way to do that. I have included some resources for that we'll talk about here briefly. I also want to point out that there are shorter essay questions that may be included. These sort of cycle year by year, and they're not going to be defined by a single theme. And so be aware that these will be on there as well for you. So who to contact with further questions? I've included the email for Dr. Aaron Mazzari. He is not only the head of PTK and the person who is leading the scholarship, but he's also just a great person to contact as far as PTK membership. If you guys have any other questions, please don't be afraid to reach out to him. And that about concludes this short video. I wish you guys all the best of luck in applying, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me, guys.